So we came into this game saying to our team, we had a tough task ahead of us, that we would take on a top 10 opponent in a hostile environment was one of the better defenses in the country and in the SEC. But if we did the things that we were trained to do and the things we talked about, that we would have a chance at this game. I thought in spots we played outstanding and gave ourselves a chance. Unfortunately, it was not enough and we fell short. I told our team I'm extremely proud of them, of the way that they competed, the way that they believed that they could win this game, and came into it with that mindset and played accordingly. Unfortunately, today wasn't our day and we were not able to attain victory. But very proud of our football team, proud of the preparation our coaches put forward to allow our team to have a chance.
You have a question? Core?
Frank, 3 interceptions was a very good thing, but unfortunately, you only cashed one of those in for a touchdown. Just talk about, how the offense wasn't able to capitalize in those moments.
Yeah, they did the best they could do against a very tough defense. We were able to cash in on one of them. The other two, one, was as good as a punt. You're inside the 10-yard line that we got it, and so we had to go 95 plus yards. But there's no excuse. It's just the realities of it against a very stringent defense. And so we did the things, and they did the things. Our kids fought their ass off. They really competed. They gave their very best, and our best wasn't good enough in this day, unfortunately.
Cobb?
Yeah, just the idea you guys were able to close this thing out. 2 minutes left. You have a chance to go ahead there. What do you have to say about the last month and a half that this whole team kind of kept it together?
Yeah, we play a top 10 team 3 weeks ago. We play a top 10 team again this week, and 2 in between, and it showed that that we're resilient, that our kids were prideful, that we were going to go in and compete to the best of our ability, and use the things that we have to give us a chance. And I thought we did those things. At times we kept the game where we wanted, where it was in the balance, and that it would come down to the back end where we would have a chance to win the football game. It came down to that. And unfortunately, we didn't make the play or plays to be able to attain victory. But again, very proud of our football team and the way that they competed.
John?
Was it a defensive bust, the last touchdown?
Yeah, I haven't seen it on film. I'm not sure exactly what caused it.
Cobb?
How about the defensive ends, specifically Jamari, Jack, both had really good games today. You guys were able to rotate quickly and get your packages on.
Yeah, I thought it was great quality and quantity in the defensive line rotation, the edge guys as well as the interior guys, against again one of the better teams in our conference. I thought those guys did a great job of holding steadfast and at times bending but not breaking, and just showing up with quality depth.
Go ahead, Tom.
What's next, Frank? What's next for this team?
For us to go back and got some household things we need to do as we go to the back end of this season, this semester, from a medical standpoint, from an academic standpoint, to finish up strong, and then see where the chips fall as we prepare for a bowl game, and have those real conversations with our student athletes of what's next for them, because each one of them, may be something different with their outlook, whether you're a 5th year senior, 6th year senior, a junior, freshman, sophomore. What are those things, and how do we propel this team to get ready for one more shot, one more game in a bowl game, and moving forward beyond?
What about you? How much do you want to be back at LSU in whatever capacity that is moving forward?
Yeah, I love LSU, and as long as LSU will have me, I'd love to be a part of what we're doing here.
Wilson?
Sorry, this has already been asked. Frank came in a second late, but just the passing game in general today. What do you think? I know y'all are going to be really good defense. What made it tough to kind of get that going?
There were a lot of things. The elements were one of the things. Again, we were going to do the things to allow the game to be in the balance at the back end of it. and that may not have required us to drop back every play and try to launch it. They did, and it cost them three interceptions. Unfortunately, we didn't cash in on all of them. We were not trying to duplicate that with the conditions, and then with the other things that we thought were more advantageous for us. We wanted to do those things.
Cobb.
What surprised you over the last month, I guess, about this team, or maybe some individual leaderships that stepped up?
Yeah, the roles some of these guys have taken, guys like Bo Borderline from a special team standpoint, Joel Rogers, who became Aiden Anding, young guys stepping up, playing big roles for us. You look at Chris in his role, where even though he's not catching passes, he's disruptive as a gunner on the punt team. But probably more than anything, how they stayed close to one another. You go in that locker room now, there are hugs, there's tears of not necessarily just disappointment, but of true love for one another, of care for one another. That this year wasn't in vain. I love you, and you're my brother for life. And they say, what happens is some of these guys will serve as best men in each other's wedding. They'll be godfathers to some of their children. And in a grand scheme of things, when you talk about your experience at LSU, it needs to be one that you'll have forever. That when we say it's a forever thing, it really is. And so the game is important for us. And our intent always is to win the game. But for our football team, the bond, the brotherhood that has been unbreakable through all that they've been through, and they've been through quite a lot, they haven't given up on one another. And that's the proudest I am for this football team, that they did not give in, they did not retreat, that they stood shoulder to shoulder and back to back with one another in times of turmoil.
Corey.
Frank, just talk about Xavion Thomas. It seemed like, especially early in the game, every time he touched the ball, he kind of made something happen. And he also made that big catch there at the end that put you guys back in field goal position to go ahead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, outstanding football player for us. Wish we could have got him the ball more in situations. He played his heart out this year for us. We're lucky to have him and to have gotten him back home to finish his career here. He will leave a mark on this program as one of the leaders of our football team.
Wilson.
Frank, this is another game in which the defense did so many things well. What do you think, really looking over the course of the year, though, allowed them to be successful in a lot of the games that they played and keep y'all in the game so many times?
Yeah, I think their style of play. I think the coaching and Blake Baker and our defensive staff putting those guys in position to do what they do well. They did so. They took to coaching. They bought in. And they played complements of one another. The interior guys with the edge guys with the second level linebackers, and then with a feisty secondary made up of those safeties and corners who contested everything that came their way. And I think when you do that, that's a recipe for success for defense.
Got time for two more. Cobb.
Yeah, just no rest for you and the staff with signing day, I think Wednesday.
Yeah.
How do you put something to bed and then start again?
Yeah, and so what we'll do is we'll go back tomorrow. We'll grade this tape and then we'll archive it. We'll bring the team in on Monday and do all those important things, exit interviews, if you will, the back end of the season. What's next for you to have those real conversations, to protect our brand, our university, to have real conversations with student athletes, and what will become a signing day followed by a portal, and how do we manage and love on and protect our team and advise them properly as they move forward. And so no, it doesn't stop for us at all. It'll start tomorrow with medical examinations at the back end of the season that'll lead to position meeting coaches and position meeting with their position coaches and coordinators, and then also meetings with myself as well for our football team that'll propel us right into National Signing Day for the next class, who will be here in 3.5 weeks.
Jock, last one.
A lot of people waiting on news to break today. Is that difficult to keep the team focused when they're all looking at their phones, waiting to see if something's going to happen or not with the head coach?
Yeah, maybe. They're human, right? And that device they carry with them, Jock, all the time. And so I don't know. They don't necessarily bring it to us, but certainly there's probably not a person involved in sports that hasn't seen the topic, if you will, of what's going to happen with the LSU job. I don't think they're immune to it, although I don't think it's taken their undivided attention. But those are the distractions and some of the things that we continually had to deal with, fight with, manage as we prepare for this game as well.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Frank.
Well, I wanted it for him. It hard.